And we are live. Hello, hello. We are live from MLH. We are live. Hello, hello. Hello. We'll get started in a few minutes. Let's see. Have you had my time yet? Happy Thursday. My favorite day of the week because it means Friday is right nearby. So I am hyped. Hello. We're live. This is going to be a good one. I'm excited. This is going to be a little different than maybe some of the other streams we've done. But I think it'll be fun. Fun for you. It may not be fun for me. I don't know how much fun I'll have doing this, but you'll probably have fun. Hello, everybody. We'll get started in. I'm gonna change the banner. Yeah, we're gonna close that banner. Yeah. Well, that's covering up my head a little bit. That's okay. And that is okay. We'll get started in a couple of minutes. Wait, checking. Just staring at the clock intensely, just being like, when is it gonna hit? 5 p.m. CT. I know people coming from various time regions, but this will be CT. Hide this. All right, it is 5 o'clock, so I am going to just get started. Hello. Let me silence my phone. We do not need to hear that. Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hopefully you guys have had a marvelous day so far. I know that I am a bit new to the MLH squad, so I did an introduction the last time I did a stream. I'm going to do one again just because I might be a new face. So, hello, my name is Governess. I recently graduated from college and I joined the MLH team, and so I'm super psyched to be with you all today. Running this live stream on trying out a intimidating technology. So this will be fun for you guys. Maybe not so much fun for me. I was mentioning it before, where I'm going to share my screen in a sec. I basically just listed off some technologies that some things I haven't done before. Haven't looked it up. I don't have a script. It's going to be very much real time. You're going to see what, going from nothing to hopefully by the end of this hour and a half-ish stream, I'll have something created. We'll see. I don't consider myself to be, definitely not a super strong software engineer by any means, not a genius, but I like to think I know my way around. But this can go either way. This could either be me having a really cool polished project by the end of it, or we could have spent an hour and a half and I've barely gotten everything downloaded and figured out. So this will just be a fun way to watch somebody just learn how to build something in the frustrating process that comes with it. I know it's very easy to see, when somebody's built the end product and you're like, oh wow, that's incredible. And you don't see the struggle. You don't see a lot of the times of the hours that people spend. And I only have about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So no promises that this is going to go well. Yes, thank you. I get the good luck. Thank you so much. Fingers crossed. And I'm going to pick randomly. So I'm going to share my screen right now. Give me a second here. I want to go to screen 2. I upgraded. I actually have a second monitor now. Yay. So I don't have to go back and forth. But I have a wheel that I am going to select from. That's going to tell me what to do. And so I'll wait a minute if anyone has any additional selections that they think would be interesting to put on here. My only constraint was that I feel that I sufficiently don't know it well enough to do it from scratch. That was my only constraint. And I picked 4 just to start. So I'm thinking the first one could either be a tech stack, so either Mean or Mern or something like that. I've kind of explored some of these other things before. Like I've done React a little bit, but maybe something like Express and maybe Node.js I hadn't had too much experience with, so that'll be interesting. It'll be a Chrome extension might be something that I've never built before. I know that can be very popular in hackathons and people tend to build it all the time. So I have not made one before. So I thought that would be pretty cool. Anything with cloud services, I just haven't really experienced it. I don't know if you guys had the chance to do so, like in your coursework or curriculum. To be fair, though, I had a minor, so I didn't major in it. I minored in computer science. I majored in industrial and systems engineering. So far based, but I never really got to work on that side, so that'll be interesting. And then the easier option is just a programming language I haven't touched, so Go seems interesting. I really haven't explored Ruby or Ruby on Rails, like that framework at all. C or something like that. It'll just be very interesting to see which one. I don't know if I have a favorite. So if things were to go my way, I think probably like a Chrome extension or like cloud services might be interesting. Because like I said, I only got an hour and a half, 2 hours. So maybe a programming language. Tech stack will be a lot. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what I can do in an hour and a half. It's been a while since I gotta make sure that I have everything downloaded. It's been a while since I've used VS Code, which is more likely than not probably the IDE I'm going to use for this. It's been a while, and anything with Git or terminal, I don't know about you guys, but I suck at anything Git, anything downloading using Git, anything like related to that at all. I'm just not very good at. And then I will be the first to admit. So that will be interesting. Yeah, Google. I wish I could do something like Google Slides or something like that. That will be fun. But hopefully it's something you'll see what it's like for me trying to set it up, downloading if I have to use a language. But anyway, I'm delaying. I'm very intentionally delaying this process. Wait one more minute. We'll wait till the 05 mark. If anyone has any other additional things to add to the wheel. Otherwise, we're just going to kick it off. And it's 5:05. All right. So this computer is huge. So I'm trying to see where the click to spin. All right. I'm going to click to spin. All right, what are the guesses? I'm thinking it might be a Chrome extension. That's what I'm thinking it's going to be, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to click the spin, please. And what do we got? 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 Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Ah, yes. Oh, we got the Chrome extension. All right. That is what we are going to be building today. How do you do that? I have no idea, but we're going to figure that out. So let us go. I swear I didn't rig it. Swear I did not rig this at all. I literally you watched it. You can't tell me that I tried to cheat. You watched it spin. So I may have been cheering preemptively because I don't know how hard this is going to be. So anyway, all right, let us get started because we have no time to waste. So first things first, when I am thinking about learning a new technology, the first thing is to understand what it is and what it does and some of the capabilities. I know that sounds super cheesy, like, oh, you don't know what a Chrome extension is, or you don't know what it is, what it does. But I think when learning a technology, it's always good to kind of have that background just so you know what to build. Because I don't know what I'm going to build. I don't know what type of extension I can even do. So I'm going to just look up building a Chrome extension. Oh gosh, you can use different languages for that. That'll be interesting. I don't know which one I'm going to use, but all right. So getting started, developer.chrome. Well, Chrome has their own resource, so that might be useful, or how to create your own Google Chrome extension. I'm going to try. I usually like watching videos. I might watch a video. I think just maybe if I find it, I always get nervous about like the audio and how it like translates into some of the streams that we're on. So I might stick to it. But if I feel like, oh, I'm really getting stuck, I don't know what to do, I'll do a video. But I trust Chrome developers. They seem to know what they're doing. So, and I'm gonna adjust my computer just a little bit because my computer's blocking the view, and I need to read. Also, if you were here last time, but I was a show, here's my cat, my 11-year-old, almost 12. His birthday is July 19th. Cat Sage. He just sleeps there the whole day. He's just all cuddled up. He desperately needs to be groomed. He's very greasy and he's a little bit overweight. So, all right, we moved the computer over. I need to get a separate mouse, but that's okay. All right, and I have my notebook, I have my pencil, I have my computer charged, ready to go. So, okay, extensions are made of different but cohesive components. Sounds to me when I think, and so another thing that I do when I'm trying to learn a technology is make connections to things that I do know, and try my best to work through that. So components, that reminds me very much of like React. Like, I mean, it is pretty much a front end thing. So background scripts, content, UIs. Created with web development tools. Okay, that makes me feel good. I know HTML and I know CSS. JavaScript's kind of a hit or miss, but I know those first three, so that works. That scrapes the URL of whatever page you are on. Oh yes, please. Also, yeah, give suggestions on what type of extension you would like me to try to build. Because I don't know. I don't have a plan as to what I want to build. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to build, if this website has a tutorial, like a demo Chrome extension, I'm probably going to follow along just so that I understand it. That'll probably be like the first hour, and then time permitting, maybe I'll do like my own unique spin on it based on suggestions. So, but we'll see. But yes, please put down suggestions of what you want to see. I can't promise you that I'll build it. I can't even promise you that we'll get a demo, but we'll do our best. But I will write that down. So scraping URL off the page. That sounds. I don't want to come off as too confident about it, because it sounds simple enough, right? I was like, okay, scraping the URLs, that doesn't sound too bad. But I feel like once I actually start doing it, it's gonna be like, wow, yeah, you don't know what you're doing. But anyway, let's continue. So, depending on functionality, we'll build an extension that allows to change. Okay, so this is a tutorial, which is kind of what I expected. Allows the user to change the background color of the currently focused page. To start to create a new directory to hold the extension's files. The complete extension can be downloaded here. Got it. All right. So I'm just going to skim. I know there's a download. I'm just skimming kind of what they expect me to do here. So I don't know what a manifest is. Seems like it's in JSON. You have to load an unpacked extension. Enable developer mode. Oof. I'm not good at developer mode. That's another thing too. Add functionality, register the background, and the manifest. I need to look up what manifest means because I don't fully know what that means. Create the background script. I'm assuming that the thing that I download at the top of the page is probably going to contain all of these things, and I just need to edit. I'm thinking that what I have to download will have like the baseline, and I just kind of adjust and follow. I could do this on Google Cloud. Like I said, I'm going to try to do this on VS Code if I can. Maybe I might do it on online IDE just so that it's easier, and if you want to follow along, you could. But we'll see. I'm just kind of skimming what they want. So inspect the background script, introduce a user interface, design action, event. Okay, and this is a very long document. And then yeah, prop UI. I'm not going to do anything. Also, if you're expecting like tons of, I know that some people, I have some Chrome extensions up here and they have really nice colors and designs. I'm probably not gonna make a really cool design. It's probably just going to be the default icon that I can find, because I'm not really worried about. I'm not a designer. Never claimed to be one. Color, and then the layer logic, users access and showing up. Next step. All right. Well, this is what we're gonna follow, and hopefully we can do this in an hour and a half. feel free. Like I said before, I know I'm not an expert, so if I'm doing something dumb and you're just like, come on, governess, like that's easy. You can do that. Don't make fun of me. I'm trying my best, and there's like a lot of people watching, and so I know that there are probably many intelligent people on here right now who are like, oh, I know how to make a Chrome extension. I can do that in my sleep. I'm not one of those people. So teasing is fine, but don't be mean, please. Okay, so create a new directory to hold the files extensions. Completed extension can be downloaded here. I'll click that. And I know that I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this for because I'm gonna pull this up. And getting started, create a new directory. All right, great. Now I gotta figure it. Now next step is figuring out. Okay, so the getting started. So basically it downloaded. I know you can't see this right now because it popped up on my computer screen. It showed a download. Actually, I think I can just show this. Yeah. So I'm gonna move this over just so you can see. So when I clicked on the complete extension download file, it basically showed me this folder that has some of the buttons. There's a manifest, options, pop-up images, kind of all. I think it's like, the building kit that they expect me to use. So I'm going to move this back over here because I then need to, okay, extensions, file manifest. I wonder if I can, Chrome extension. What if I can do it like online? Like if there's like an online ID, that would be great. And I might look at other ones too. I guess maybe it's good to kind of see what they're expecting me to build, rather than doing the first one that they ask. You see what I mean? Because this was just the first one that I found. Maybe there's an easier tutorial, because there's also a few terms in here that I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I'll spend like 5 minutes just kind of looking around, seeing what all the tutorials are, and maybe finding one that sounds interesting. That might be the move. So, and if I'm moving my computer back and forth because I gotta like find a good spot. I think I might just tilt this over here so that I can see it. Okay, that's as good as we're probably gonna get. Let's do the freecodecamp.org. That's always, I love freecodecamp.org. It's just literally you can learn to do pretty much anything with this site. And so if you go on here, you will not regret it. Okay, so I've used extensions. Okay, this is kind of what I wanted. Some more explanation. Installed, I already know that. Similar to creating a web application, but requires a manifest, which is the last section. I know what this looks like. They'll be using an API to fetch the data. So it seems like their example is a COVID-based, displays the latest in the UK. Oh, that's interesting. That seems easy too, because it's just like a pop-up. I say easy, but I know it's not easy. The complete source code of this project can be found on GitHub. That's another thing that if you want to do. So one option is you could just try building something from scratch. Another thing is potentially pulling a project off of GitHub and then trying to run it there just so you can see how the code interacts and make smaller changes. That might be the move, actually. And then it looks like it needs a bootstrap. I think I have bootstraps. I'm not too worried there in this demo. So now we need to work on creating a table. Create a script, and check the browser, manifest. Okay, so this seems to be a very simple pop-up, which isn't too bad. I'm gonna look up the suggestion about scraping. I'll look that up too. So we have two options here. We can follow this free code camp, or we can follow this other one. One of my other options is the video I talked about. Neil Patel. I don't know who he is. Do you guys know who he is? I don't know who he is. He might be interesting. Wish you could automate it. Yes, I understand what it is. Can improve your SEO. I kind of knew that. Grammarly. Yes, I do. Do I have Grammarly? Oop. Don't click on pop-ups. I don't think I have Grammarly. I have Boomerang. If you see that, I have Boomerang. I have some screenshot. Oh, it's just a little pop-up that they make you do. Okay. I have past NordVPN, the YouTube channels that are promoting NordVPN. I literally I followed the train. Unfortunately, I did buy it. It does protect me. I like it. And also being able to be on Netflix. This is not sponsored, by the way. I'm not sponsored by NordVPN. Yeah. Why should I create a Chrome extension? Yes. What makes it successful? Yeah, create a directory to house all your extensions files. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna click on that directory. Okay, yeah. Code loads, make your existing manifest file. Okay, so this breaks it down from scratch. Like this is like, so the other one, so you have three pretty much examples of how you could do this. This one from developer.chrome.com seems to kind of give you the blocks of code that you need, and it gives you like a little starter pack for you to get started and adjust. This one from Free Code Camp has where you can just kind of grab the GitHub source code and then kind of work from there. And then this one's like you can create it from scratch essentially, and then you can do, you know, as much work as you want to. Which I might actually do. Gonna add your script, background worker scan, extensions. You can see a new field for inspect come up, like reload, user interface, pop up. The script should look like this. I might follow this one. This one seems to make the most sense. Okay, so determine what it needs. If you want to create, Okay, so create a new directory to house all of your extension files. All right, well, let's get started then. I first need to, like I said, I need to dust off VS Code. It's been a hot minute. And I want to see if I might try to do like a split screen of half of like the instructions and then half of VS Code just so you can watch. Did you click developer mode yet in your browser? No, I did not click developer mode. I haven't actually started the coding yet part of it. I know that I eventually need to get to, I know that you could build something in developer mode. I'm not great. I'll be honest. That could be a whole other explore technology, is learning how to use developer mode, because I'm not very good at it. I'm just going to follow the instructions that are here. I wonder. Well, I guess it's good to know what developer mode is. Go to Chrome/extensions in your Google browser. That'll be cool. Maybe I should just learn how to use it. That might be the move. Ugh. Cat, he's a little overweight, so he snoozes. He snoozes up a storm. Oh, and then there's developer mode. Cool. Interesting. Yep. So these are all basically the what am I saying? The extensions that I currently have. Pack extension, load, unpack, update. Extensions, key, shortcut. Okay, so where was I? See, select your extension directory. Select it from, I haven't made the directory yet, but I'm just curious as to, okay. So I can select the directory, assuming that I've made it, which I don't think I have. Oh, and then I can just build it. Oh, I see. So then I can see it in real time. Right. That makes sense. So then I guess the first step is just to probably just then make the directory, and then I can do that on GitHub and then pull it onto here. Or I can do it via the terminal. Okay, I'll do it via the terminal then. Cool. Let me pull. Okay, so I'm gonna follow this one. I'm gonna follow these steps from Neil Patel. You won. He is the winner. I'm going to be following him and the steps, and it's gonna be a double whammy because, like I said, I'm not fond of, but I just don't know much of developer mode. So you're gonna be learning two things in one. So let's go back to the first step. Need that. Okay, create the directory of your extensions. All right, so I'm going to open up the terminal. You're not going to see this part. I don't know where I want to store it. I have to go back to my files and see where I want to put this. I know some people are super organized and they put their documents, like they have a specific place for everything and it's super organized and nice. I do not have that. So give me a sec. I just have to find something. And terminal. I need to look up the terminal commands. It's been a hot minute since I've looked up the terminal commands, so I unapologetically just need to review how to do it. Here we go. I'm gonna move this over here because I'm following this to make the directory, and I'm gonna pull up my terminal. And first things first, and it really is breaking down from scratch. You'll need to create a new directory to house all of your extensions files. Cool. Oh, my terminal is okay. I might do the terminal on the other one, and I'll show you the commands that I'm putting in, just because I don't want it to be opening back and forth. So first off, I want to go to where I want to go. I think I'm going to go to documents and just put that there for now. And then I want to create, let me make sure I want to create it. What am I going to call it? I'm going to call this extension. And then I will cd into that. Okay, So just showing this again, here's what I put in. So I think I'm just going to put it, I mean, there's probably a better place to put it. I'm putting it in documents here. Navigate to and look for profile path. Wall the extension is your default Chrome version. Okay, I'll try that. Honestly, I like to learn. Look for profile path. Thank you. This is a fast way to do it. I am all for it. Oh, interesting. Okay. So navigate and look for the profile path. That is this right here. Oh, that's where. Okay. So maybe. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So I guess then this is where all the extensions, apps, and themes are stored. Okay. So I guess then I wouldn't need to create a new directory to store it, because if I already have it, if this is the path that I need for it, then I guess then I wouldn't need to make a new one, is what you're saying? Important extension or drag it there when you finish it. Okay, yeah, I could drag it there when I finish it. Okay, good to know. Well, let me go back to load unpacked. What was the extension file? It was like, maybe I'll just do it from, if I already have it, maybe I'll do it from here. So I'm gonna pull I'm just gonna write it down quick so I have it. So what was it? It was users, my name, Simpson, library, application, support, Google, Chrome, and default. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to move it to the other screen quick. I don't think I have any secrets. I don't think there's anything like really, but you never know. And so I am just going to, I don't know if I can actually do that. I don't think it lets me do that. All right. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed. Can you copy and paste it into your file explorer? Oh, I see. Yeah. So hold on. Let me back up a bit. Thank you. You're the MVP, honestly. You're the one who's gonna get me through. You're gonna get me through this faster than anyone else. So I'm going to do that and log. Okay, so it's just a ton of logs. File Explorer. That's okay. Okay, where was I? I was here. See if any other extensions are at this location. I don't believe I see any at this location. I only see. I'm gonna move this over. So when I check here, all I see are the logs. I might just try going into that path manually, what I was doing before, just so I can see it. And this kind of do step by step. So as users, okay, here we go. This, and then library. Do I have a library? Where's my? And then you can see all the freaking code that all from the classes and the code and everything that I have. And this is okay. So this is what I just made. So I just made the extensions one, which obviously doesn't have anything. Library. Some stuff. Shared applications, public. Lawrence. A document. Close it. Oh, do I not have a library? That's interesting. Shared 6 users. Maybe I'll go from here. Macintosh. Get Simpson. That's what I want. I don't know where my library is. Yay. If this doesn't work, I might just create it in the new. Oh, here it is. I might just create it in the new directory and then try to like move it into this one if I'm having trouble with it. I don't want to spend too much time on like the minutia. So what was it? Libraries, application, not application support. GPU driver extension speech. Directory. Files, users, stage, audio, Postgres, preferences, updates. It's not this library. Maybe it's a different library. Huh. Maybe it's extensions? No. Application support? No, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to applications. This is what I want. I'm literally just narrowing it down to what I was like, okay, if it's not here, there's probably here. And if it's not here, there's probably here. And that's literally just the process I'm going through right now. Okay, so maybe I'll just do like applications and then support Google. I don't see it necessarily. Okay, we're just gonna go by, because I was already starting to do it. I'm sure there's probably a faster way for me to go in and look at this, and you're just being like, oh my gosh, you're being so dumb. I'm just gonna follow the path that we have right here. We search in file for the name of one of your installed. Oh, I see, and then I can like reverse engineer and find it back again. Got it. So I know that I have. Let's find one that's not NordVPN, just because I know that one's a. What's this one called? What font? Oh, I love what it's random, but I love what font. What font is basically what allows you to like see what fonts on the page. Oops, not this one. What font? Oh, not recent. This Mac. Here you go. So I'm imagining it's this, right? Okay, so here's the path. Okay, so it's library application support. Okay, I don't know why I was looking at applications. Google Chrome default extensions, and then yeah, this is the extensions. Okay, so this is the path that I need to go down. So I do need to get to application support. I don't know why it said application. Maybe it's application support, but in the path, maybe I didn't write it all down. I don't know if I wrote it all down. I didn't write it all down. Oh, I know what I did wrong. I literally did application/support, thinking the application was its own thing when application support was a full thing. That was my fault. Okay. We live and we learn. So let's load unpack. Let's go back to, I think go back to my Macintosh so I can get to the library. And then I want to get to the application support, which I do remember seeing somewhere here. I don't remember where it was. Close that up for a sec. Here we go. Application support. And then it was Google, Apple, Microsoft, Oracle, Apple. Oracle App Store. Where is Google? Logic, Mica, plugins. Well, that's frustrating. Literally, it's just like it showed. Let me double check the path again. Let me just make sure that was the right thing that I should do. What font? Yes, please look in this Mac. Where is Macintosh HC? Oh, oops! I guess I have to get out of here. Go back to my other one and then just double check that I did that correct. Application support. I got application support here, just so I can double check. Here it is. Application support. And then I don't know why some of them were showing, but some of them weren't. So here's Google right here. And then Chrome, and then all the other stuff that I need to go through to find it. I don't know why it was being weird. Hopefully it shows up in like my history so that I don't have to do this all again. That'll be ideal. So I'm gonna move this over to the side. I'm gonna try like the 5th time. All right, recent places. Why would you not show me the other recent place that I went to? Whatever. Oops, wrong one. So it's not applications. I don't know why it's being done. Documents. Is it not in the documents? Downloads, one being downloads. I don't know why, like, it shows in my, okay, so yeah, the thing that I'm currently, right click on the extension and hit navigate to file location. Right. So over here, it's like, let me backtrack a bit, because maybe it's just like a very obvious step and I'm clearly missing it. So back here, and then can I just copy, I guess my question is, can I just copy paste it? Because I was able to find the open file location. Right. So it's here. And I can see the application support and all and this is essentially where I want to go. That's where I want to be. So I guess it will be here, right? Should be right clicking. Copy extensions to the path name, get info, open a new tab. Yeah, open a new tab, please. Okay, so yeah, this is where I want to be, essentially, which I was able to do while looking here, which I might expand a little bit just so people can see it, because I'm not actually. So I'm assuming these are all like the different extensions that I have and like the versions that they are from, possibly, maybe. So this is where I want to be, but when I try to look it up in the load unpacked, for some reason it doesn't show up. So let's try again. The only thing we can do is try again. So I'm going to exit out of here. Let's try one more time. I wonder if I could just like enter in the path that I want to go to. That would be better if I can just do that. This is why I hate having to navigate through paths. It's just a pain in the ass. Oh, pain in the, excuse me. Hopefully it's not catching swears. Can I don't know why it's being so application support. Right, I can see the application support, but I don't know why it doesn't show up. So like in the previous one, when I was looking at it, you could see that it had like Google and all the other stuff in application support. But then when I pull it up here, it doesn't have that same thing. Is there a reason for that? No idea. No idea why it wouldn't do that. Let's go back to the tutorial. What did that say? New directory. You can have the files. Yeah. Chrome. Unload. Select your extension directory if it's invalid. Just see an error message. Okay, cool. Some paths are invisible unless made otherwise in your system. Okay, that's probably what it is. So okay, let's backtrack and say how make paths. All right. Your file folder information, how to show the path bar, how to enable and use the hidden finder path bar, show the path bar, reveal file path. Well, we already did that. I'm gonna click this first one just to see. Summary info. Okay, show the path to a file or folder. View show option to show the bar path. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up the path while I do this at the same time. I'm gonna move this over here for a second. We're gonna go back to what font. So fun. So fun, right? So fun. This is life. This is real life. Let's see. So if I wanna do, what is it? Okay, so I can see the get info option. Otherwise, I on your Mac find open finder, click view, show path bar, show the path immediately. Let's get info on this. Name and extension. I see. So I see like sharings and permissions on the side, which you don't see that, but I'm looking at that right now at my side. Name and extensions, read, right? Oh, let's unlock this quick. Yes, I'm gonna unlock. Interesting. Okay, so I didn't do much. What do I want to do? iCloud. Visible. I'd hope that was gonna get a little further than this. That was kind of the goal, but I guess that's okay. Clicking on views. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out. So I thought it used to be part of the show view options. Okay, let me see if I can adjust it. Just the view, because because right here I'm clearly on it. Like I know that this is the path. Like this is what I need to be. This is what I need to access. And for some reason these don't show up. I mean, possibly because they're invisible. Application support. Yeah, it just won't show. Let me go to application support. Maybe that's the one. And it won't go to Google. Let's try to just show view. Get info, copy, import use. Show view options. Oh, here. Always open an icon view, browse an icon view. I'm not 100% sure what that does. I clicked it. Group by, sort by, show item info. Oh, I don't need to know the item info and the background. So I'm not 100% sure what that did. Well, let's click it and let's see if that makes a difference. And I'm just going to show view options. Okay. So that was clicked. Let's try it again. Load unpacked. We want to go to use Macintosh HD library. I'm gonna like close it up again. Huh. I am stumped that I've been in worse situations than this before. We are going to, at the very least, run a demo. That is the goal. So it's not this one. So yeah, the main issue right now, just I mean, obviously you guys have been painstakingly watching this for like half an hour if you have, but essentially is that we need to get to the application support and then go through the Google Chrome paths in order to get to this extension so I can do this on the developer mode. But the problem is that while I can see it on the file view, when I actually do to click the extension directory here from load on path, it doesn't show. Let me try that show view again. Maybe that was a way for me to show it. And again, back. Oops, there it is. All right, so I wonder if I can like save it. Specify a name and location in your smart folder. What does this do? Does this like save the location? I mean, so then like I can look for it later, maybe you have to, hopefully you don't have to restart to get it to show. Oh man, I really hope not either. That would suck. I ideally, if that's the case, then I might end up just having to create the new directory to do that. Or maybe just downloading. Let's see. Let's just save this in applications for now. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Let's go back to Chrome. Oh no. So application support showed up. It's just a Google that didn't show up. Folder, get info. Here's the info. It's in a shared folder. Last opened up by me. Previews. I can see that I can read and write, but everyone else has no access. But I'm me, so I should be able to see this just fine. So I'm not 100% sure why it's doing that. Options. Maybe I should go to Google. Let's go back to Google here quick. Is it being? Here we go. Put in a new tab. Yeah. And then maybe I can do the. Could this be a browser thing? Oh, it could be a browser thing. I didn't even think about that. Maybe we'll try again. Maybe we'll try. Because it doesn't necessarily need to be a Chrome extension per se. Let me try this one more time. If this isn't working, then maybe we'll just try a different one and see if that's something else. Worst case scenario, we might just try a different project altogether, and that will be a 0-1 for governess versus Google Chrome. And yeah, then we'll have to, and it is what it is, I suppose. Here we go. So I saw the show view options. Okay, this isn't show view. Maybe it was only a specific one. Yeah, hopefully somebody mentioned. Hopefully it's not. I don't have to like restart my computer. That would suck. I wouldn't want to do that. And then just to make sure that works, I'm going to like X out of that and then just go back to. I'm just gonna double check that like I did actually select that, and that is the format. So. Show view options, that's still selected. All right, we'll try this one more time, and then otherwise we're gonna find another way to do an extension. I'm gonna refresh the page too. I don't know why I get hopeful, I get optimistic, thinking, oh, if I just refresh the page, that'll fix everything, right? So it's load on packed. All right, here we go. And I still don't see it. This is tragic, truly a tragedy indeed. Plugin, Alchemy. App Store. Maybe we'll just make an app. Maybe that's just what we need to do. Maybe is it hidden in any of these? I don't think it is. That wouldn't make any sense. Diagnostics, keys, Citrix, Oracle. I doubt it's in Java. App Store. Okay. Is a live done maybe less successful when it may be less than successful. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I definitely am someone who, trust me, I am like internally, I'm just like beating myself up because I'm just like, I want this to look so good. I'm gonna do this on the first try and it's gonna be amazing. But no, this is real life. Like I've never built a Chrome extension before. I hate having to navigate this, and so that's okay. We'll adapt. So there's a suggestion in there that maybe we should try a different browser. Which do I even have a different browser on here? I guess we'll have to download it. Maybe we'll try like a extension. Gosh, how many people are making Safari extensions? I guess people are still using the browser, so I'm sure there is some demand to create some extensions for this. So get extensions to customize Safari. You can install the customize. Okay, well, I don't want to install it. I want to make it. Restrict, change extensions. I guess I didn't. How to make a Safari extension. Here we go. Apple developer. Okay, that makes me feel a little better. I have Apple. This could go well. Inside a Mac OS app. Oh, yay. Okay, so that involves Xcode, which wouldn't be the worst in the world, but then that's a completely separate thing. When a user, I guess that makes sense that it would be that. Let's try Mozilla. And if this doesn't work, then I guess we'll just find a different way. Maybe I'll have to create like a separate directory and then just move it into the other one when it's ready. That might be the move. So I can still do all the work inside of a new directory, write all the code, and then essentially just move it back into the extension so it can actually be visible on here. That might be the move, but we'll try Mozilla, however you say that. An extension. We'll try that. Okay, there's a video. I guess Firefox. I could have typed in Firefox. Your file extension. How to develop a Firefox extension. You 17. We encourage you. Please don't reference this for extension development. Okay, so this is out of date. Is that what that's saying? So I need to go to a new one. It will be a type of supported with the release of Firefox. Okay, so is this one? I think this one's basically saying, yeah, this one you can't. It's out of date. If you're a legacy for this page, okay. So I think this is the current one that we're using. It looks fancier, with the colorful underline underneath documentation types. That's how you know it's fancy. So quick start. Get an idea of the main things, web extension, and build a basic example. Or rewrite your code, migration paths. We'll take a look. We'll just see. I'm not committing to anything just yet. Also, I am notorious for keeping my tabs open. Even though I have well gone beyond using some of these other ones, I'm just like, nope, we're gonna keep them open. And so don't mind me if I start getting 30 tabs on here. Okay, so what did I open? Familiarize yourself with the web extension format and structure and build a basic example. Yes, that's what I want. If you're familiar, I'm not familiar. The walk, the extension, real border. Okay, so I probably need to get Firefox essentially for this later. Now create a file car under the Borderfy directory. Following contents. Content script seems to be giving me trying it out. First, double check that you have the right files in the right place, and Firefox open the about debugging page. Okay, so I think we want to try this. This looks more promising. Well, at least in the sense of just doing it from scratch, and I can just kind of create the files from there. So first things first, I have to download Firefox. Firefox for Mac. The cat's he's just sleeping. I'm working hard, and he's just taking a nap while I'm doing all the heavy lifting. All right, we're gonna download. Didn't work automatically. Try again. Up. Make sure that I move my computer so I can see it. And download. Okay, so we're downloading that. We're pivoting. We are pivoting. What time is it? It is, it does look a lot easier. Because it seems like I can just kind of do it from scratch and it has the code. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to follow the instructions verbatim, and then time permitting, we will try to adapt it to something cooler. That's the goal. But I'm downloading Firefox. I just moved it to applications right now. Waiting on that to load. I feel optimistic. I feel good. And we're 15 minutes. We're 15 minutes in. And what have I made? Nothing. A big fat. I guess we've learned that if you've made a Chrome extension through a hackathon, kudos to you for figuring that out. Because I've worked on it real time for 50 minutes. And I was like, I am not getting anywhere with this. So congrats to you if you were able to do that, because that's a real skill. And I wish I had that. Or at least, well, maybe I will someday, but not right now. Okay. So source code, navigate. Okay, so this stuff doesn't seem, so I have it downloaded when it's ready. It seems like I'm just kind of doing everything and putting all the files in it first. So I'm just going to review. And then in Firefox, I need to open up this page, load the directory, and try again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the directory, and then I am going to open up Firefox and try to open it up in this, like the extensions directory, just so that I know it works. So, because I don't want to be building all of this, get to that part, and then it doesn't upload. So I'm going to do that first. So I'm going to pull back up my terminal. Oop, that moved over here. That's fine. Pull back open my terminal. I don't know if the name, Borderify, I don't know if the name really matters. I'm just going to keep it as CD extension. All right, so then next thing is I'm going to open up Firefox. I'm going to close this for a sec. We're going to move this back over here. We're going to go back to, I'm going to open Firefox. It's been a while. Let me know if you use Firefox as your main driver for a browser. I do not. I feel like Chrome has a chokehold on everyone at this point. So, okay. Then we're in Firefox right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, move this to Firefox. Oh, I can't. Okay, so what I'm going to, because it's Firefox, duh. I'm just going to copy the link and just move it over. Here we go. Oh, this UI is kind of nice, though. Okay, here we go. So now we are transitioned. So this is Chrome, and this is Firefox. I do like I just noticed when you click on it, and you can see like the little boxes, and how do they know I'm going to Home Depot? I don't like that they know that. But anyway, this looks really clean. I actually really like it. Okay, so I'm gonna skip to the end, like I said, and we're going to love the heart. Open the About Debugging page. Oops, I want to do that on a separate tab. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. About Debugging page. Type About Debugging in the Firefox URL. Yep, got it. Got it. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to move this over. Click on this Firefox option. Yep, done. Click the Load Temporary Add-on button, then select any file in your extensions directory. The extension now installs and remains installed until you restart Firefox. Or you can run it from the command line. No thank you. We're going to run it from Firefox. And then there's the testing. So is this the end? Okay, so that's the testing. Okay, so I'm skipping some steps ahead. We'll get to the code in a minute. I just want to make sure that I can actually load this in. So temporary add-on. And this is the one. And so I'm assuming, so say I'm just going to open this up. Obviously, there's nothing in here. There's probably a file that they want me to click on, but it's showing up, which is good. Then select any file in your extension directory. So I don't have any files. So, but it's showing up, and it's, I'm happy about that. So we're going to, okay, so now we're actually going to try to build this thing. So create a new directory, navigate to it. Okay, so then create a file called manifest.json. Okay, so we're back on track. 53 minutes later, we are back on track. I'm going to pull up again, I want to do all of this. If I can do all of this inside of the command line, that would be great. I'm going to pull up the command line, terminal commands, Mac. Because I don't know the ones that I want. Okay, so there's the shortcuts too. That's actually kind of interesting. That's useful. Here we go. Opens. I want to create a file. Move to a file list directory. Create a new folder. Copy a file. Create a file without any extension. Okay, so that's how I create the file, but I want to create, so they want me to create a JSON because they want to do the manifest.json. I wonder if there's a way. So if I do touch file, well, I want to give it an extension later. So that's why I'm just going to make a JSON file from terminal. Core. this is how before on my last stream I was saying, oh, I'm using Stack Overflow and W3 Schools, and now we've gotten this for create a text with the file extension JSON and then put this in it, and then I'm assuming I can just edit it the way that I want to edit it. I'm gonna try it. It's been a while since I've ever made something like I usually just create the files from somewhere else. How do I create a JSON file? I'm just gonna look at a couple more just so I don't do anything. Have you tried suggestion? Sparkwood hook. This is a JSON file. Okay, so that wasn't very helpful, or maybe it was and I skimmed through it too fast. Let's look at this one again. JSON file. How do I read a JSON? What's this? It's open as a text, but then add comes. And then it adds it and saves it as a JSON. Okay, good to know. I wasn't sure if I had to open it up like specifically and give it the extension right away, or if it just did that automatically. Cool. Okay, so then the way to create a file. Create a new file without any extension, and then I'm assuming once I add the contents, it'll just turn to JSON. So that will be, so it's touch, and I believe it was manifest.json. Okay, I gotta stop closing that. Manifest.json. Okay, cool, it's there. And then open up file. Move optional. Oh, I think there's actually a hotkey that allows me to do that. Oh, open. Here we go. That's kind of what I was doing. Where is it? Said it opened it. Give me a hot second. Oh, there it is. I just didn't wait long enough. Okay, so then we have putting in this information, give it the following contents. Text editor like Sublime. Yeah, I need to get Sublime. I've heard really good things about it. I need to just use it at this point, so I don't have to navigate the nightmare that is the terminal. That might be the move. I feel like if this ends up being a little too difficult, I might just transition to using that. But this seems to be working, so I'm going to work with that, and I'm going to save. Gosh, I hate that it goes back and forth. Okay. The first 3 keys are mandatory. Okay, so this is another thing too. Like I don't want to just copy paste the code. I actually do want to learn and understand what's happening. So I do see that this is called Boardify. I probably need to change it to, or maybe it doesn't matter. Let me look. The name and contain basic metadata for the extension. Description's optional. It's add-on icon. I'm not gonna have an icon. And I'm going to change the name. In some situations, you need to specify an ID for your extension. I don't think I need to do that right now. So where is this? This keeps like disappearing out of nowhere. Okay. So I'm just going to call this test extension. And I'm going to double check here. I'm not going to click away so that I don't have that issue. It's version 1, adds a border to all web pages matching Mozilla. Is that what this does? Then I'm going to leave that be. I'm going to save. Okay. Then it says that I might need to specify an ID for your extension. Hopefully I don't have to do that. That would be great. But I'm going to skip this warning unless it specifically asks me. Then at least if I know that there's an error, I'll just jump back to it. Okay, the extension, that's this icon borders. So I'm assuming this is just a random image. Oh, I see. So save an icon. They're named. So I do need to have obviously it needs to pull from the icon. So that makes sense. Show next add-on or manifest as promised that we have an icon at this location. Create the icons directory directly under the Boardify directory. Save an icon there, name border 48pg. You can use one from the example. Just take it from design ice. Okay, got it. If you're going to supply your own icon, it should be 48 by 48 pixels. You can also supply for higher resolution. Got it. Okay. So I am going to need to create a new directory, and it needs to be underneath this one. I'm going to call it icons. Then we're going to navigate to icons. Then they want me to, I'm going to close all this. We need to grab a download. Right, I just want to download it. Gosh, okay, hold on. Gosh, my Gen Z is showing. How do I download this? Do I click on? Oh, save images. There we go. Okay. And I forgot the name they want us to call it. What do they want us to call this? Border 48, and it says, I'm assuming it's going to be a PNG just by them asking. Same image as PNG. I want to save it in, it's in document. Please let me just, locations. Here we go. Extension, and I want to save it in icons, and we're going to save it. Complete. Okay. So that step is done. For example, if you want to supply your own and then specify, okay, so there's like a 48 and then you can specify a 96 if you would like. You can supply it for high resolution display. So maybe in some situations it'll show the 48 pixel versus the 96 depending on, I don't know, the display, or if it's a really small screen. Maybe if it's like on a phone, it shows the 48 and a bigger screen 96. I'm not sure. But that seemed to make sense. Alternatively, you can supply an SVG file, and it will be scaled correctly. Well, we don't have to worry about all that. We already did it. All right, so then now we're going to go back to the terminal. We're going to, God, how do I, okay, hold up, where am I? I want to go back. I want to exit out of a terminal, like back up out of one. Move up to the parent directory. So CDE, 2 dots. Got it. Got it. Well, wait, parent directory, like, hopefully this doesn't take me all the way back to the first one, but we'll see. Command not found. Oh, I guess I could just CD into it. I don't know why I was, right? No, I guess that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, obviously I can't. I need to just go back up. I forget that there was a way to previous directory of folder you last browsed is CD and then a minus, right? There we go. Cool. Good to know. Okay, so now we're back at extensions, and they want us to create a file. We're going to call this extensions.js and give it this content. Got it. Got it. So we're going to open this up, and it was touch, I believe. And we're going to call this extension because that's just the name. And .js. Open, and then I want to open that. Extension. .js. Give it a sec to open. Cat's still sleeping. Okay, so it pulled. Oh, it's opened up RStudio. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Don't do that. Okay, that's interesting. It opened up RStudio for that. I don't like that. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna move this over. Yeah, I did JS, and then it just opened up R. Maybe that's the only one I have at the time. As you can see, I had a few homework assignments that involved R. Every time I open up RStudio, I feel like I just get like a trauma response because I just not fun. But that's okay. So I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter which one I use, I suppose. But it just opened R when I did it, and I want to put in this information document. Okay, so let me move this out of the way so I can read what it says. Let me move this back to over here. The script will be loaded into the pages that match the pattern given the content. Scripts manifest JSON key. The script has direct access to document. Got it. And then oh, is it that simple? I'm optimistic if that's all. And then obviously we can customize it for the last time, but I'm going to do that. Okay, so we saved it. I'm going to go back and just open up to make sure that Okay, here's the content scripts. This is what they were referring to. So it'll be loaded into the pages that match the pattern given in the content scripts here in the manifest JSON. Keep and it will. Okay, so I need to change this. I need to change this to extension because it needs to match the JS that I made, and I called it extension.js. So I'm going to call that, rename that. I'm going to save. Make sure everything else looks good. Icons. It's in the right place. Okay. Then double check that you have the right files in the right place. Let's icons, extensions, or boardify equals extensions, manifest.json. We're going to cd into icons, and then just double check that we have the right picture. We do. Okay. Installing, we have this part already here. Click on the Firefox option, click on the load temporary add-on, and then add the and remains. Can run the extension and testing. Okay, so now we're gonna go to here. Nope. Here. And it's, did it say? I literally didn't even read it. Select any file. Okay, any file. Got it. So I'm gonna go back here and we're gonna go back to extensions. Let's click any file. I'm just gonna click manifest JSON, open. It will like to access files in my document. Yes, please. Okay, that's looking good. So it's still, after I clicked on the load temporary add-on, it added the location. So this is where I put it, the extension ID, the internal UID, and then the manifest URL. And this web extension has a temporary ID. I'm going to close something quick over here. Okay, next step. You awake? He's waking up. Testing. By default, extensions don't work in private browsing. Well, this is public, so I think that's not public, but not like incognito. Now visit a page under mozilla.org, and you should see the red border around the page. Oh, I wish I would have seen I should have tested this out before. Oh wait, there's the red thing. Do you guys see the red line like on the sides? I didn't even open it up. Okay, I'm gonna open up mozilla.org. Hold on. Do we do it? What time? We need to like log the time of how long it took me to do that. Hold on. So Mozilla. Oh yeah. All right. We did it. What's the time? 1 hour. I'm gonna write. I don't know why I'm writing it down. I'm gonna write it down. So it's 1 hour, 7 minutes, and I think it was like 5 seconds. And I think the actual doing what this version wanted me to do, I think it took maybe like 20 minutes, because I think I started around the 50-minute mark to transition to Firefox. And it took me 50 minutes to try debugging, trying to create that Chrome extension, and that didn't work. So, and obviously I clicked a very simple, like this isn't like, I'm not going to, actually, no, I'm not going to downplay it. It's so easy to try to downplay the success. I got a Chrome extension working. Am I gonna put it on my LinkedIn and on my resume? Probably not, but at least I can say that I did it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so much easier. I did not expect. I think it was just because you'd be able to just create your own directory, and then you don't have to have it in its own separate spot. But also it might just be because I don't have any extensions in Firefox, and so maybe I didn't have the folder to begin with. But I don't know. I don't know what caused it. But anyway, so it does work. Don't try it. Try experimenting, edit, change the color of the border, or do something else to the page content. Save the content script, then reload by clicking the reload button in about, where is that? Reload. Okay, so if I want to make any changes, I essentially just have to reload it and see the changes right away, and I could package it. Hey guys, I could submit it to Mozilla for signing. I can get a deal off of this red box around it. I'm so happy. I'm so incredibly happy. I know it's not a lot, but it's also, that's it. It's not it. This is not the end, but that is that part. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to take a quick water break, pat myself on the back. And then I think for the remainder of the time, I'm going to try to do something a bit more advanced. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but maybe I'll try that scraping of the URLs and see if I can try that, or just something else. At least I have the format down. I feel as though for me, the hardest part is always the setup. It's always the getting everything like working and connecting all the files together, but the actual code usually isn't too bad, assuming I know the language. But okay, let's backtrack a little bit because I want there to be a little bit of a learning moment too. What did we do and what did we learn? So the first things first is understanding. I guess I definitely didn't do this, but what you should have done is first understanding what and where you want to make it. As someone who never made an extension before, I had several options, and for the people in the comments, they were able to kind of help narrow that down. From, you have Chrome, you could do Firefox. I looked at Safari, that just looked a little bit more complex. So really picking which one you want to do, learning more about what the Chrome extension does, and kind of getting more familiar with the setup and kind of what you can do with it. I think for me, the biggest hurdle that I faced was the connected kind of the not like the infrastructure, but like connecting everything together. Obviously making the directory, getting the files in, but really being able to find it within my like file explorer. I'll have to look at it from the side to see why was this so difficult. This could be a learning experience. Why maybe that's something that I need to work on, is being better at navigating through my file explorer so I can find that faster and learn the settings for how to do that. So but from there, otherwise it's pretty straightforward with following the steps. This is a really good way to kind of learn. I would say is just do a sample project first, so you don't have to worry about learning how to format everything and have to write the code, because that can be difficult. In this case, I really didn't have to change the code other than making sure that the file names are the same and adjusting some colors and getting the border and icons and whatnot. All right. This feels good. All right, now for the remainder of the time, probably I'll be live for maybe like around 20 minutes, half an hour, a little bit more. Let's use the remainder of this time to build on this. So we have our what was I doing? Okay, so this is what's happening right now, is that it's essentially just it's just making like a red line over it. I'd like to try that scraping idea. I don't fully know what that encompasses, so let's learn. So scraping URLs using I was gonna say Chrome extension. It's not a Chrome extension. It might end up being another demo as well. I don't know if it's going to. So some people already have. I'm not gonna take theirs. I wanna do it myself. How to scrape the scraper. Okay, maybe I should rephrase. How to build a extension that scrapes URLs. Yes, sometimes the words that you look for might determine what you're actually getting. Okay, so your first. Okay, so I already made this. This is the first extension. Is there a how to? Sometimes there's resources here. Modify, insert, share, add a button, implement works with these, interact with the clipboard, build across. All right, let's look at some of these other options. There might be something interesting here that I might look at. There's the APIs, the manifest tools, user scripts, extension workshop. Okay, cool. Just wanted to look at that. Using Firefox for scraping. Does this teach me, or does it just tell me how to do it? Caveats with expecting the live DOM, useful fire on add-on, testing on your page. Keep in mind, expecting could be scraped never use XPath. Okay. Got it. Show how to use Firebug. I've never heard of Firebug. Hopefully I'm not jumping from a puddle to an ocean. And here I am getting so cocky, thinking, oh yeah, I created a line that goes over this page. Now I can scrape URLs off of it. Hopefully it's not that big of a jump. Beginning, we can share pattern once you know example following. We can create crawling rule. Hopefully I don't do that. I don't know, but the rule object instructs crawl spiders extracting the cage code directory top Google. Okay, so I guess this is doing it from the Google page. I would like to do it from. I'm just gonna keep doing it on the Mozilla. I'm probably just saying. How do you say that? Let's just figure this out. How to say? I'm just keep saying it wrong for some reason. I don't know why. Mozilla. Okay. Mozilla? No, Z. Mozilla. We're calling it Mozilla. Okay, I'm just gonna call it Mozilla for the rest of this stream. Don't correct me. I just didn't know how to say it. I was like, I kept saying Modzilla, and it's like Mozilla. All right, so then there's a parsing. XPath. Okay. What was it? Xfile or XPath? I forgot what it was called. XPath. I don't know if I fully know what that is. Familiar with XML. Okay, so now we're creating some patterns. So I'm looking this up because the tutorial is requiring me to use XPath, which seems to be a function or a method, maybe. It's a major element you can use to navigate through elements and attributes in an XML document, which is what we want. We want to navigate through pretty much everything on the page and kind of pull what we want. It stands for XML path language as a major element, path expressions, standardized. So it includes. Okay, so it has over 200 built-in functions, and they can be used in all of these things. Interesting. Notes, syntaxes. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I understood how that works. All right, I think we'll follow this one. Firebug to make a scripting for other useful. Well, I don't know what's Firebug. Let's learn. Are they just trying to get me to use another scraper? I don't want to. I want to build the scraper. What is this? We salute you, all the members. Congratulations, developer tools. Okay, cool. Or is that something? Or do I need to download it in order to actually do the scraping? Maybe that's what they were looking for. Getting URLs. Once we know we're able to construct a following pattern, we'll create the crawling rule. Okay, so that makes sense because then, so basically I want to change this to Mozilla.com and we want to parse it, but where are we putting this? By looking at the URL, getting links to follow. They share the category. So where are they putting this? Are they putting this inside of the, maybe I looked too far ahead. You can see the inspect tool actions. I see. So yeah, so they want me to download Firebug. Okay, I understand. So they want me to download Firebug to basically do all that stuff. I just want to create the extension without having to actually do that. How to create a, maybe I won't specify Mozilla because I already know how to upload it to Firefox. So maybe if I just need to have the code to scrape the URLs. How to create a URL scraping extension. We'll just make it broad and then maybe I can find install how to scrape scraper start to finish how to scrape. Here we go. Well, this is Google Chrome, but we'll see if I can take what I've learned and extract it to Mozilla. The tutorial assumes they already know how to create a basic Chrome extension. Kind of, not really, but we created a Firefox one. That's about the same thing. The current tutorial just covers the JavaScript and HTML code involved. Okay, we have manifest JSON. Woo, we have that. Celebrating the small wins. I have that file. Okay, so this looks like a little bit of change. The following permissions are required to load only when a page in the specific host name, active tabs. Declarative. Sorry, where was I? Declarative contents. To access, open the URL to save files and downloads directory. Match pattern. Okay. Cool. So I'm going to function under the assumption that the code is really the thing I need to change, And hopefully the setup to using it in Firefox. Obviously, it's not. I'm not making a Google Chrome extension. I'm making a Firefox one. But hopefully, I think everything should be about the same code-wise. So I think I can just kind of copy paste and use it. Haven't been coding. I mean, obviously, I'm following instructions, right? I think it'll be a lot more tougher if you were doing it without having to like code everything. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna copy everything. We're just gonna redo this. So copy paste that, and we're going to have to keep opening this pain. Here we go. And we're gonna paste that. I'm gonna try to make this, hopefully people can see this. I'm gonna save. I'm going to call this stream. Wait, hold on. UA demo extension. I don't want, okay, I'm gonna call this stream demo. And I'm going to copy paste this in the same thing as description. I'm always nervous about changing something because you don't want to change something and then suddenly the whole thing is broken. But I think this is okay. So I'm just changing the name and the description. We have these permissions, decorative content, active tabs, downloads, and then the permission to access DOMs. Oops. Hate. I'm gonna save that. Then always change one thing at a time. Yeah. Maybe I should. Okay, how about that? That's probably a smart thing to do. I definitely don't want to go in there and then realize something's broken and not know. What I do know is that I changed the name and I changed the description. And I kept those. Those two were the same previously. And so I'm going to keep them the same here. I'm just changing them. Honestly, I probably don't even need to change the name, to be honest. Because I don't think the name of the file, unless it's used somewhere else. So I'll keep my eye out. So if something breaks, we know why. So then now I need to create a file called background.js. So we're going to pull up my terminal. We're going to, what was it? CD, it was a dash to go back. Yes. And then we're going to we're going to create background.js. This might open up my RStudio again. And then we're going to open background.js. Here we go. Yep, it did. So it did open up my RStudio. I'm just going to pull this so you guys can see it. I'm probably going to move this back over just so that I don't have to like keep opening and closing. But it opened RStudio. Here's my homework assignment. I probably didn't do well on my homework assignment. So, all right, open here. And we're going to copy paste this code. And then we're going to review. We'll review as a group. But I'm just going to copy paste it and put it in. And we're going to expand this just so you can see it a little better. Here we go. So let's move that over here so I can read. Extensions will get activated if host name of the current page is www.website.com. Well, we don't want that. I mean, I guess you could go there, but let's do it for this page. This is what I want. I want it to activate when we get to the home page. I suppose you could do it if you wanted to do it from here, but this is what I'm trying to measure. So I'm going to copy paste. Oops, I did not actually copy paste that. Oops, okay, back up. And here we go. And I'm going to change the comment here. Chrome is not defined. Do I need to define Chrome? Hold on. Okay. Do I need to use strict activate extension when host is Chrome is not defined? Well, it doesn't say I need to define it, right? So unless it's something I have to download beforehand. Oh, but I'm not running Chrome though. Oh, that's the thing. I'm running this on Mozilla. I wonder if that's something I have to change. Interesting. Let me go back to this. Is this something on here? That might not work. I didn't think about it because I thought that the code would be about the same, but I'm not running Chrome, so this whole thing might just be thrown down the trash. That would suck. Let me look further down the description. I'm clicking the button, the navigation will start. Navigation will stop if this button loses focus. So this is just consists of a button and a script file. Navigation will start. JS URLs. I see. So yeah, it seems to be the Chrome.tabs.query active. So I guess that's how they identify what page and whether or not it's active or not. I wonder if there's an alternative for Mozilla. Can I just type in like Firefox? I don't think that's how it works, but let me copy paste this. So this is where I am right now, where the code is almost copyable, but there are some things on here that I don't know. Honestly, this could all be wrong. I don't know how well this translates to Firefox. I'm just kind of assuming it does. But now that I look at it further, it seems like it's all very much like, God, I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay. I might be bailing out early. Not bailing out, but like I'm gonna try something different. Hello. Hi. Want to say hello? Hi, sweetie. Yeah, his voice is kind of weak. He's doing his best though. Yeah, his voice is kind of weak though. All right. So we'll go back to scraping URL extension for Firefox. How to build. How to build. If I don't find something simple, probably in the next 10 minutes or so, we'll call it. But I have hopes. I want to do something that's a bit more fun. I'd hope so. How to I don't know why create versus build makes a difference, but how do I make a web scraper? Chrome. Maybe, I mean, there has to be one for Firefox. There's no way there's not one. Google Pack. The web scraper is a free scraping extension. I wonder if I can find something on GitHub. Making tons of changes at once. Yes, I know. Literally, I'm just like, oh, it's all gonna change, and then it doesn't. I go through the exact same thing. I'm checking my server, how to specify. Okay, Stack Overflow usually does me well. Maybe they already have some code here. So they're using maybe XPath is maybe that file, that page that I had before. Maybe that's what I needed to go on, and I was just not being smart. Extensions. Maybe I'll call it like Mozilla Firefox. Going to, for some sort of hint, if you downloaded to do the same. Hello from YouTube. Hello, YouTube fans. Hello. Welcome. We are, just to summarize, people have hopped on. Just to summarize, we have created a Chrome extension for Mozilla. We tried Chrome. Oh, no, sorry, not Chrome extension. We created an extension for Firefox/Mozilla. We tried creating a Chrome extension. That did not work. I failed. But we were able to do one for Firefox. I just created a red box around it. Haven't made it before, so now for the next like 10-15 minutes, I'm going to try to do something a bit more advanced. There's a suggestion for scraping, so I'm going to try that. This person doesn't seem to find what you need is this interface. I don't know what the interface is. Create a channel. Ooh, this person sounds super smart because I don't know what any of that means. What page I need to put this on. Beautiful screen. Maybe I should just find something that does it already. I don't know. Iframes, timeout, arbitrary, XML, extension for Firefox. Okay. Just trying to figure out what I want to do here. Dang, I'm so sad. I really wanted to just take this one and just copy paste what I wanted to. I don't think it'll work. Let me learn a little bit more about it. So Chrome's, I think that this Chrome runtime /installed, I think this is Chrome specific. It seems like the code written on here is very much Chrome specific. I thought I could just make some small changes, and that might not have worked out very well. But I don't want to end a defeat. So let's find other extension code for Mozilla. Okay, if we're gonna end, let's at least try to end with something interesting. Firefox Explore Phase 12 extension work file. Firefox created using But what else do I want it to do? Let's go back to that page that pretty much broke it down. Yes, so this extensions. If you want to publish it, you can. I want to write. Okay, maybe I should have just followed this one. Your second extension. Maybe this is what I should have done. Your second extension. Here we go. You've already got an idea of how to write one. You need to define a browser action. So what does this do? The extension adds a new button to the Firefox toolbar. When the user clicks the button, we display a pop-up enabling them to choose an animal. Replace the current context page with a picture of the chosen animal. That sounds fun. Define a browser action, which is a button attached to the Firefox tool. An icon, pop-up, define an icon for the extension. A content script. So now this kind of explains the architecture of how this works. So through manifest.json, we have our icons folder. Well, no, not folder, but like, so I think these are like separate directories, maybe. So this like folders. This has the beast 48 PNG, the browser action. So it has this, and then within that, there's the pop up for the choosing beast that you want. The web accessible resources. So these are the photos that we can replace the browser action with, and then the actual content scripts that I imagine pull everything together. Okay. Well, let's do this one because this one's already building on the first one, and then after we'll build this one, we'll call it a day. So let's do it. I'm going to take this and copy paste all of this information here. I'm going to zoom out just so I don't have to scroll. Here we go. Copy, and we're gonna go here. Bye bye. I know. I'm sorry. I wish I'm not the one. Maybe the script. Beastify. We'll just call. What's it called? Add browser. No, we're just gonna call it extension because I'm gonna keep it in the same folder. I don't want to change it. Add a browser. Web extensions. The homepage URL. Okay, so what's the homepage URL? The first three keys. Homepage URL optional but recommended. They provide. I see. So I'm gonna keep it there because it's interesting. I need to get the icons beast. I need to download that. So I already have icons. I just need to download this and put it inside of my thing. Default title Beastify. I'm gonna call it extension. And pop up, choose beasts, and all these other things. Okay, so all of this I think is okay. I think I can keep all this here. I'm gonna save this file. Okay, the icon. So you can use one from our example. So don't do that. It like closes the thing. I don't like that. Why does it not open it up right away? So that's the turtle. We're gonna save image as beast 48, and I'm gonna save that here. And I am going to go in and get rid of the border. I guess I don't really have to, but I'm going to. So what was it in documents? And then what was it called? Extension, right? And I'm going to go to icons. I'm going to get rid of border because I don't need that one anymore. I might not need background either. Let me double check. I'll keep that one for now. All right, icon, you can open this. I'm going to promise that we have it at there. Click icons, we save that and use in terms of license. It'll be 48 pixels. This is the same thing. Also needs an icon, so you can choose one from the example. Save an icon. So we need 2 icons here. Is that what it's saying? Browser action default. I'm going to look back up here just to make sure I understand. Interesting. So toolbar also needs an icon. So save an icon, name beast in the icon directory. All right. So it says it needs to save it from the directory. I'm going to click on it here. And that's a little cute little dog. I like that. Save image as beast32. We're going to save it in our icons folder. Complete. Then if we don't supply a pop-up, then a click event is dispatched to extension. Well, we have that. So the pop-up, create a new directory called pop-up. Got it. So we're going to, what's it going to call it? We're going to call it pop-up. Up. And then this is where we'll keep the code from the pop-up. The pop-up will consist of 3 files. So I'm going to go back to the pop-up. I say pop-up too many times. We need to touch. We're going to touch. Choose beast. Oops. Wrong one. Choose beast .html. What's the name of it? Okay, I'm going to copy paste this so I don't have to do this every time. So all I have to do is change the end, I think. Choose beast HTML, then choose beast CSS, and we're going to choose beast, and this is going to be the JavaScript. Got it. Yes. Oh, I could have done this all in one line. Yeah. I'm smart. That's great. I could have done this all on one line. Well, I did it all individually. So the file should look like that. Got it. Got it. Gonna copy paste this. We're speed running through speed. Oops, please. There we go. We're going to open. No. Please. Access. Sure. And is this? I like to edit the file, please. Or maybe I shouldn't have called it HTML because now it's just gonna open it from the inside. Okay, so let's go back to you. Choose HTML. I like to edit it, yep, sir. And it took me to Chrome, for example, for this. I don't want to be in Chrome. That sucks. We use a div, and now we include. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now. So this is why I have to. This is where the too many tabs start to become a problem, because now it wasn't a problem when we started, but now that we're a little too far in, now suddenly it's all the pieces are falling apart. So I'm gonna go into pop up HTML. Oh, I see. So I guess it opened it up in Chrome. Why did it do that? I don't want you to do that. Is that an issue? That's interesting. Pop-ups looks like this. Touch. Find panel. Div. Nobody clicks. Web page. Ugh, I might have to create like another file and then not define it, and then just have to edit it later. Give me a second here. I'm gonna rename it and then just make this a text file. Text, please, and open this up. Okay, hack. I just renamed it from HTML to a text file so I can put all this stuff in here. And then I'm gonna rename it back later. So we are referencing the CSS, which we haven't made yet, but we will in a second. I'm gonna zoom in just so you guys could see. That didn't help. That did not help. That didn't really help either. Pop-up content, all of this stuff can't be specified. There's some error content in the JavaScript. We're gonna save. I'd like to rename. Hopefully I don't have to touch the HTML again. I don't know why it's going to Chrome. I don't know if that's going to be an issue. We're just going to cross our fingers and hope it doesn't. Okay. Now, note that we included, yes, I understand. And then we have the colors, scheme of the HTML, and what's hidden. I was volunteering. If you guys have heard of Code with Clossy, I was volunteering. They had like a mentor thing that was going on where basically they all do their students just come together and they have to pitch a website and then they have to build the website like the MVP. And I was just helping them like pitch their ideas and narrow down what they want to do. And most of them are really good. I think every one of them struggled with CSS. Because I don't think they were using. I think they were using like Flexbox to format everything. And that was very challenging. So I feel bad for them, but every time I see CSS, I just think about that story. Okay, so that's done, and then I need to update the what is this JavaScript? I'm going to zoom out. So like, ooh, this is a big. Oh, this is a big file. Okay, I know this is super small. Bear with me for a sec. I just need to copy all this. Here we go. I'm gonna zoom back in. And then we're going to go to you, and we're going to put you in here. And just want to make sure that beast name, beast URL, beast frog, beast name. Hide page, command. Oh, there's a command. I didn't know that was the command. Okay. Reset, style, execute, pop up, content, script. I'll save. Beastify. Browser execute script contents beastify.js. Are we building a beastify.js? I think I renamed it content.js. I think that's the name. Yes. So I need to rename this to be extension.js, right? That's my name. That's the name of it. So I need to catch that. Make sure everything else looks good. I check the CSS, make sure that looks good too. I didn't make any huge changes. I just wanted to make sure that everything aligned. Error. Beastify. Reset. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to save. Go back to CSS. Make sure. I think there's nothing wrong with this. I don't think. Okay. So execute a content script, which we have not put in the information in the content script yet. Might fail. If you can't execute it in all pages. If this does fail, or hide it. Okay, so then we have the arrow checking to make sure it doesn't mess up. We call for listen for clicks. Yes, so if you so if you click on it, and if you click reset, you click reset. It does 3 things. Content script. So this is what we want in our extension.js. I'm gonna copy all this down, and I'm gonna open this up again. And so this was from our last code, the making that that solid red border. So I'm going to take that out and put that here. Create image, beast URL. Make sure everything looks good. Okay, I'm going to save. I think I am going to delete this background. I have a background file. And then you need all the images of the beast. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I have time. I'll have time to put these in, and then we'll see if it works. Thank gosh. If not, we're going to call it. But I'm going to, what are we going to do here? So I'm going to save. I'm going to get rid of the background, which is from our previous thing. We're going to move that to trash. Okay, we move the content. We have the beast. So I need to create a new directory called beast and add 3 images. Is it gonna show me how to? Okay, so I think it's just choose these 3. Right? Oh, it's images, not files. And add the 3 images. You can get the images or from here. Okay. What am I calling them? I'm calling them frog, snake, and turtle. And where am I saying? Oh, I need to create the directory first. Right. We're going to get out of here. So cd, not cd. Make sure we're calling this beast. Beast. Okay. I'm gonna cd into beast. Just I don't know what. Okay. So then I'm going to copy paste, save as. I want to save this inside of. Expand it. Not expand it, but like. Go to extensions, go to beasts. Here we go. I'm going to save the snake, save image as, save it as a beast, save it here, save it here. Okay, so testing it out. First, double check that you have the right files in the right place. Let's do it as a group. So now I'm going to go back to my main terminal. I need to just make this bigger. I feel bad because if you have trouble seeing it. All right, so we're going to do ls, make sure that we have everything. So inside of our extension, we have, they have like a content scripts. Was that like a separate, I didn't see that. Did they have a separate, they did create a new extension. Okay, I am going to create that extension, and I just need to move the file into it. Got it. Good thing I checked. Right, let me just make sure that was the only thing that was the issue before I do anything else. So I have the manifest JSON. I have the pop-up, which I'll check those files. I need to move this extension.js and the content scripts, and I have the beasts and then the icons. So I'm going to make that, and then we're gonna check to see how I move the file. So, okay, file size, create new file, copy a file to the current folder. I'd like to move a file. Move a file to the folder. So I want to mv the file name to the directory. Okay. So that will involve, so that's mv. I want to move extension .js, and I want to move it to content scripts. Okay, and let's again. All right, so now let's cd into beasts, make sure all that looks good. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the page we're working on, pull back up the terminal, and now let's do error checking. Oops, okay, so ls frog, snake, turtle, that looks good. I'm going to exit out of that. And then, what am I doing? I know there's like a hotkey that allows you to like do this faster. But I did not do that. Oh, was it supposed to have the slash? Don't make me do that. Don't make me rename. No, it doesn't. Okay, I don't know why I was looking at that. And it was like, oh, it has the slash, but that's just how it looks. Okay. CD content scripts. Looks good. CD icons. Looks good. And then we have our CD pop-up. Just be CSS, JSON, that's good. And then we have our manifest JSON, which is just chilling. All right, so then now the next step is to load, and then I should just be able to refresh on this page. So let me go to, where is it? It's here. And then I'm going to reload. Oh, I see a little turtle. Oh, here we go. I see that dog icon at the top. You click on it. Ooh, and then I can change it to a frog, a turtle, a snake, or reset. And that's the name of the extensions. I want to rename it to I want to have a snake. Let me do a snake. Okay. Frog. Turtle. What is this supposed to, sorry, what is this supposed to be doing? Is it supposed to, and then see the web page change? Oh, is this supposed to be changing? Sorry, hold on. What is this supposed to be doing? Let me move this over here. Click an icon, select the beast, and see the web page change. Is this the web page that is supposed to do this? So I'm gonna go. Was it this one? I guess it doesn't. Oh, I guess it's this one. So I'm gonna click on frog. Ah, there we go. Frog, a turtle, a snake, and then woo, we did it. All right. We have, so that second Chrome extension essentially allows you to select one of these images, and then it changes the page that you specified on the code. All right. So what did we learn here? What was the biggest takeaways? I am bad at making an extension for Chrome. That's the first thing we learned. But Firefox and Mozilla is a better choice. If you want to make some extensions, that is the place where you should go. And I came in here not knowing anything about Chrome extensions, not really knowing how it works, not knowing how to connect anything. And about an hour and 48 minutes and 5 seconds later, we created 2 extensions. Now, granted, it was just copying the code, but it's a process and you still have to learn. And yeah, that's how you learn. That's how you figure it out. It's just following in the footsteps of somebody else. And then maybe in my own free time, I can make my own thing. Yeah, this Firefox was so much better. Thank you to the person who suggested it. This was so much easier. And I'm very happy that this worked out very well. That is it for me. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Yeah, I know I'm red in the face. I was just like sweating. I was like, okay, for an hour, 45 minutes, am I going to build something? That was my only goal. My only goal was that I wanted to build something that works. And I was vexed the first 50 minutes, if you weren't there, it wasn't working. And I was kind of panicking. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to end this stream and not have something for somebody to look at. but I was able to make 2 Chrome extensions. And now that's a skill that I can have. If I do a hackathon or, a competition in the future, I know how to create a extension, and I can leverage the coding skills that I already have to make a different one. Obviously, I followed the instructions in this case, but I was learning. Hopefully over time, I can adjust it to whatever purpose I want to have. So that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you found this entertaining. It was a little stressful for me, but hopefully you got to see a real raw example of someone just figuring it out as you go. A lot of help along the way. Thank you all for anyone who helped me. Like Ajax said 6255. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. You really just made it really helped me out because I was struggling in that first half. And so I deeply appreciate you and anyone else who came in and came to watch this. Hopefully this inspires you to work on your own difficult technology and not be afraid if things go wrong. If it takes you 50 minutes to figure it out like I did, that's totally okay. So once again, thank you everyone for streaming with me. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of Global Hack Week and have a wonderful rest of your day. All right. Bye everyone. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Gonna drink some water. I'm gonna get some food. Yes, you too. Have a great night. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.